And you can see it in the air, all that haze. I don't even think it's a blue sky. It's kind of a milky bluish sky up and down the coastline and inland. That's because we have unhealthy air quality. That is in the red. At least that's going to clear on out later on tomorrow. But in the meantime, we still have the smoke and haze overhead, and we are looking at the smoke and haze sticking around for at least a little while. Perhaps they'll put me back on camera here. And in terms of our weather, we're looking at that clearing on out later on tonight, and we will see better conditions from the haze and a little bit from the humidity as the week goes on. In terms of our active weather, we have that enhanced risk for severe weather with increased from a 2 to a 3. It makes me very concerned. We have a higher risk for damaging winds. That's that outlined area there, and not a 0, but a low to moderate risk for a tornado tomorrow or two, and a low to moderate risk for hail as well. We also have the threat of some flooding. We're in that slight risk for flooding here in West Michigan because of how juicy the air will be. We're watching these storms back to the west. They're going to be developing later on tonight. Here they come through Minnesota. They're going to reform after the morning sunrise tomorrow, and they'll get quite strong, especially from the mid-afternoon region, and then into the evening after about 9 or 10 o'clock. The threat will have pushed off to the south and east, so just be weather aware during the afternoon. And then clearing skies and sunshine and hot weather continues through at least Friday. Very humid conditions next couple of days, as dew points will be flirting with 70 all the way through Friday. We do get a break over the weekend, but as we get into the first few days of August, we'll see those dew points climb back up into the 60s to near 70. So lots of summer weather, even though we've got that strong front going on through. Eventually, we will cool off as we get into the last days of July and the first 4 days of August. Near average temperatures expected, which are in the low 80s. And in terms of precipitation, most of the wet weather will be out here out west, which they could use for the fall fire season, and in the northeastern U.S. Out on Lake Michigan tonight, you can expect waves to start to build to around 1 to maybe as high as 2 footers, but it should be a clear evening other than the haze. Winds will be due south across the area. So for tonight, partly cloudy, clear skies early and then becoming mostly cloudy. Upper 60s to around 70 with a light south wind early on. Up north into the mid 60s for your overnight lows. You're going to have to deal with that smoke and haze again, and a dry night here in the greater Grand Rapids area. Mid and upper 60s for overnight lows. 13 on your side forecast. We've highlighted Wednesday with that orange color because we're in that enhanced risk area. Very humid and hazy, not quite as humid on Thursday as we get hot again, 90 to 92 now through Friday. We'll see the humidity leave us Saturday morning. Next week into the low 80s. There is a chance of a thunderstorm next Tuesday night and Wednesday, but the main thing is we'll just have to stay weather aware here tomorrow afternoon, guys.
Yeah, I know, George, we've had rain coming tomorrow, but we had a great weekend. My parents were here from Texas. They could not stop talking about how perfect the weather was.
Oh, good.
That's the way we like to have our relatives over.
Awesome. Thank you, George.
As wildfire smoke from Canada continues to hover over West Michigan, many are trying to find the best air purifier for their home.
Now, with so many options to choose from, we went to Dr. Alexander Rabin of the U of M's Pulmonary and Critical Care Medicine program. He says you should always check your phone for the latest air quality report before enjoying time outside. Kids with asthma should limit their time outdoors, and parents should keep the windows shut to limit the amount of particles entering the house.
Dr. Rabin recommends families get air purifiers for their homes.
It can reduce the amount of soot and particles inside of your house. You want to try to size that air purifier to the size of your room. So just basically calculate the length and width of your room, and then you can look up on the air purifier what size of room that purifier is approved for. Want to make sure it's clean.
And Dr. Rabin is reminding those with central air to change the filter regularly every 6 months. He recommends HEPA filters, which are able to get rid of a lot of particles.